you doing, folks? Well, I wanted to take the opportunity to do a test on the claims about Circle K's Miles Plus Unleaded. Now, in order to do that test, what we need to do first of all is to find out exactly what sort of fuel economy I'm getting in this Toyota Auris Hybrid, which is a 2014. And what I've done is I've literally just filled the tank on Top Garage's bog standard E5 unleaded, and I'm going to reset the trip counter, and the tank is now brimmed. So what we're going to do is we're going to see what sort of mileage we get in this tank, and then we're going to top it up again from pretty much empty, or as empty as I can get it, on Circle K's Miles Plus, and see if there are any differences. They claim better mileage and better performance, so let's see if the claims hold any water. Alright, so the first thing you'll notice is that I am at home sitting on my couch and I got a haircut. So that aside, the test has been completed. Now, first of all, getting into what the Miles Plus Unleaded actually states as far as claims is concerned, it says it cleans vital engine parts and it also contains an upper cylinder lubricant. Now, long term, an upper cylinder lubricant is going to be a very useful thing if you want your engine to live a long time. And cleaning the engine parts, if you're doing predominantly short journeys, you can get a lot of carbon build up inside the engine, and cleaning away that carbon will make for a more efficient engine. Now, the thing about it is that's only going to apply to certain vehicles used certain ways, and for me, I don't do short journeys in my car too often. Most of my driving is kind of 45 minutes. You know, my commute is 45 minutes each way in and out of work, and it's a good it's a good spin. I'm not stuck in traffic, so you know it's 33 miles each way actually. So basically, as far as an upper cylinder lubricant is concerned, to tell you the truth, my belief is that for most people, you're not going to be keeping a car long enough to see the benefits of upper cylinder lubrication with the way modern cars are. You know, I mean, years ago you used to have lead in petrol, which used to provide a certain amount of that kind of lubricant, and now it's unleaded petrol with ethanol in it, and there's a whole set of problems with that, and this kind of maybe serves to alleviate some of that issue. But anyway, let's get down to our numbers. So, okay, what happened when we filled the tank in the top garage with the normal petrol is I put 37.56 litres in, and I got out of that tank of fuel I got 462.9 miles, giving a fuel economy average of 56.03 miles per gallon, or 5.04 litres per 100 kilometres. Okay, now that's pretty good. I mean, the car does do good fuel economy, so 56 miles to the gallon, let's say. That fuel cost 127.8 cent per litre. Okay, now what happened was I did that mileage, and then I filled the tank with Circle K Miles Plus Unleaded, and it took 37.3 litres. Now, it's a 40 litre tank in the car, okay, so it's a small fuel tank, but the 37.3 litres means that there wasn't a huge amount of fuel left in the tank by the time I actually filled it. So most of what was in the tank was the Circle K Miles Plus Unleaded. And with that, I did 421.8 miles versus the 462.9 that I got on the normal fuel. Okay, so where does that leave us? It leaves us with an 8.98%, nearly 9% increase in fuel consumption for using a fuel that is 6.26% more expensive, because the fuel is 135.8 cent rather than 127.8 cent. So there's a difference, quite a sizable difference. I was averaging on the Miles Plus 51.41 miles per gallon versus the 56.03 miles per gallon that I was getting on the Top Garage normal bog standard run-of-the-mill unleaded petrol. Now, the thing about it is that obviously you've got a more expensive fuel and you're getting less fuel economy. Is that going to be offset by the increased reliability or performance or any of that you're going to get from the engine? My belief? No. That's my personal opinion. I do not think so. I think there'll be very few people out there who would actually benefit from that kind of added expenditure. There's maybe a few people who, as I said, are doing short journeys all the time and the engine is coked up and it needs a little bit of help. Maybe a high mileage engine, it's all coked up inside. It might benefit from that. My car is kept in good order, it's serviced regularly, and I wouldn't believe there to be much carbon in the head, to be honest with you, because the engine is nearly always given opportunity to heat up. And with the way the hybrid engine works, it's kind of it tends to want to try and heat itself up quickly. So, not to get into the whole kind of dynamics of a hybrid car, but it I didn't see a benefit at all. Now, the other side of it as well is that I also didn't feel like there was any performance increase as far as power was concerned, because the claim on the petrol pump is more power and performance. I didn't get it. If there was, like, what are you talking? Maybe, let's say, 1 or 2 horsepower. If you were to get into the figures, I'm not going to put it on a dyno. To be honest with you, getting into the actual maths of it is ridiculous, because what you actually want is real world feel. If I felt that the car was far more powerful, if you're getting an 8.98% increase, let's say 9% increase in fuel consumption with the 6.26% more expensive fuel, you'd want to feel kind of 10-15% more power. And I don't believe fuel, like a normal unleaded fuel, is going to do that in a bog standard car. Obviously, there's different situations where different tuning in a car is going to obviously realize the full potential of different fuels. Like if you're higher octane fuel, you can run it more advanced, and you can there's a lot of things you can do. But in this day-to-day use, bog standard family hatchback, using the miles plus unleaded, personally, I did not see the benefit. So, and also, as I said, it hurt my pocket. Maybe if I continued using it for months, weeks, or whatever, or I use several tanks of it, I might start to feel it increase. I'm not going to wait around to find out, to tell you the truth. So that's my 2 cents on it. That's my personal opinion. You're entitled to have your own opinion and make your own mind up. Other people may have different outcomes by using this fuel, but that was my experience with it. So I think we'll leave it there. And if you have any other opinions on this Circle K Miles Plus unleaded, or you've actually found that there's been a benefit to you in using it, please do comment below and let me know, because I'd be curious to see what other people's kind of impressions have been on this fuel. Personally, as I said, no, I'm not going to waste my money putting it in my car again. I think I'll just use the normal unleaded. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, folks. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in a future video.